So, as promised, I'm bringing you how to install Fedora for beginners. So, let's start. Let me just make my virtual machine real quick. So, let's pick our Fedora ISO. As we got it here, I'll leave a link to it in the description. It automatically detects, so we're good. Let me give it like 24 gigs of RAM today, and let's give it 10 CPUs to have fun. Okay, continue. Yep. And now let's just start. Alright. Okay, it's loading in. Okay, here we go. So now we can start installing it. So Fedora will be a lot more beginner friendly than Arch will be, but it's also got better support in my opinion than Ubuntu based operating systems like Mint will be. So I recommend Fedora over those if you're a beginner. So let's just get this. Come on, there we go. So once you get past that, you can just get to this, and now it'll start. I believe it just goes to installing right away. So you should be good there. Just let it do its thing, and I'll cut back to it when it's done. Alrighty, so now it's installed. You can go to finish installation, and I think pretty much all there's left to do is restart. So just click this and restart. And so now it's going to boot back in. Go to full screen. Alright, and now we can start the setup. And you get all these options. Yes, enable. Nope, don't connect to any of these. And now let's just put a name. Fedora. Cool. Just put any password you want. Doesn't really need to be important. And here we are, start using Fedora Linux. Welcome to GNOME 43. Change my display settings to the correct resolution. It's 4:4, huh? No. Oh, we can go 4K, how nice. Alright, there we go. We're running at 4K now, which is pretty great. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to install KDE, so let's go to our terminal. And we're going to type in sudo dnf and then install at KDE desktop. So let's just do that. And then install, and I'll cut back to when it's done. Alright, so now that it's done installing, we're about to reboot our computer once it's done with this final step, because the last step of installing KDE is booting into it by rebooting your computer. So click here and reboot. And now once we're in, we'll be able to use KDE Plasma. So now, as we can see here, down here we get the option. We have all the GNOME stuff, but we also have Plasma. So now when we boot in, here we go, and boot into it. And there it is. Now set our display settings because they're not at the right resolution. I never get 120 Hertz. Yep, keep. And set the scale to 200 times again. And keep. Boom. And then of course, when you go into your settings, make sure everything's on dark. And so we're not doing it because when you're on KDE, when you're on Fedora, you'll be using RPM and Flatpak, primarily Flatpak, but it's not enabled by default. So let's go to console. And what we're gonna do is flatpak remote add, and then dash dash if not exists flat hub https:// flathub.org/repo/flathub.flat-repo. Put in your password. And so now we could do flatpak install LibreWolf as our browser. Because let's be real, you're gonna want to use this over Firefox most of the time. You can use Firefox, but LibreWolf is if you want more, more security, more privacy. It's the same thing I showed you in my Arch video. And I'm not going to install Webport in this video. You can just look at my last video to install Webport. It's the same thing. You just search Webport on Flatpak, and then you'll find it and install it. And also heads up, when you first install Fedora, you'll have some more updates to do. Because for whatever reason, when you first install it, it doesn't have all the updates already, so you'll have to get them. Don't know why it's like that. Alright, and there it is. We got LibreWolf now. And so once you go into LibreWolf, you can just install a few things, because since this is one of my videos, I'll be installing Dark Reader on this. Of course, add to Firefox, continue installation, yeah. And there it is. It's installed now. So, I hope this video is helpful. Goodbye.